What does Superman put in his beverages?
Um, Gosh, I don't know.
Just ice.
Just nice.
Justice. Welcome to the greatest DC comic show on YouTube. You have found Fanboys live in the Retro Review. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday night with us. It's great to be with you. When I say with us, it's me, Ryan Magic Lasso, joined by Signature King, the Royal of Foils. Mr. Tony is here. How are you?
I'm good. I'm beat today. A lot of work in the yard. It was nice and cool out. So
We
tired.
have had this week. Mother Nature is on her meds and off her meds. Some days it's tornadic, some days it's blazing hot, some days it's freezing cold.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you guys need to get those snow boots out soon.
That's kind of what I was thinking. So, but we are here. Mr. Signature King, I just need to clear up something with your kingdom to make sure that everything's fine. Did you see that I paid my tax to you? My tribute to you?
You have tribute.
Okay, so I'm okay. I'm okay for this year, right?
Yeah, you're good. You're up to speed.
Okay, you see that I paid tribute to Sarah as well, Shabab.
I did. Hers was nice.
Did you say how come he didn't send me that?
I left I don't remember what I said.
Okay, I'll have to look at your comment. So
yeah, I don't remember what I said now, or something might have been something like super cool or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So, how was your week?
Busy, and this week looks like it's going to be even busier. So
yeah, did you do any comic shopping?
I did.
I know you got new stuff in your collection, but
yeah, I didn't. I just went and picked up my weekly subscription. I didn't really get a whole lot. I don't even think I got any foils because I don't think any came out really. No, I'd say one of the cooler books that came out was the Batwoman #2. Mm-hmm. I just really dig these Danny covers from Danny Strips.
Oh yeah, Danny Strips.
Yeah, these are.
Did you see
covers.
Did you see the Jenny Frison variant for that issue? That was really.
I
good.
did. My LCS didn't have any because those fly off the shelf. But
yeah, that was really really good.
Yeah, those are awesome. Yeah, Batwoman. Yeah, that's the rest I got are pretty standard. Nothing to be excited about.
I can think of one foil that came out this week, but I can also think of a reason why you would get it and a reason why you wouldn't get it.
All right.
The reason why you wouldn't get it was a facsimile, but the reason that you might get it is because it's cool, and that was the Man of Steel #1 facsimile. Of John Byrne with Superman ripping his shirt open. So
I have that DC logo variant copy around here somewhere.
Which was the first variant cover that was ever done for a comic book.
Really?
Yes, it was.
I did not know that.
The very first. That was the first issue. There was two different options. There was a standard cover, and that was the variant. So, and that was a big deal back in that day.
I didn't know that. That's kind of neat.
It's true. Speaking of neat, we've got an awesome guest with us today that I'm so excited to bring on. So he's been a member of the YouTube comic book community for a very long time. He's beloved by the YouTube comic book community for many reasons. He's beloved by me. He's a good friend of ours. And we're so excited to welcome Bobby DeLaGhetto to the show. Yo, Bobby!
Hey, Sean. Hey, happy Superman Day, everybody. Yeah, good to be here.
That's right. How did you celebrate your Superman/Supergirl Day?
I had a super time, man. Yeah, I got to hang out with my favorite person, my granddaughter, and And then in the evening, I went to my brother's and I watched WrestleMania yesterday.
Cool.
And him and my nephew, yeah, we just had a good time. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah. And SK, how did you celebrate Superman/Supergirl Day?
I don't think I observed. Not intentionally. Couple of side projects backing up, but I did hang up some cool Superman posters.
I saw that. That is pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, Bobby, we are so happy to have you on the show tonight. And when we get into the retro review portion, we let you pick our books tonight. We'll ask for your reasons why that you pick those. And we're excited to get into that and talk about the latest DC Comics news. But first, we do want to welcome those who are in the live chat with us, starting out with a Muabunga to Ruby G, White Tiger, Cool Kong Collected. So, hey, Ruby G. Everyone say hi to Dave Gregory. Hi, Dave. How are you tonight? Salutations to you. Thank you so much for being here. Certainly do appreciate it. I see that Joey Bag of Sevens has popped into the chat. So hope that you're doing well and have had a nice weekend as well. Yeah. Superman, Supergirl, Super Russ. There should be a Super Russ Appreciation Day. He deserves it. Hey, Russ, how are ya? Thanks for being here. Gore misunderstood the task and thought it was Section 8 Day.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
I thought that was on the 1st. So thank you for being here, though. We appreciate all of you here. If you're watching on the rewind, we appreciate you tuning in as well. You've made a good choice because I think I know we have a great show lined up for you tonight. So we'll delve into what's going on in the world of DC comic book news. Is it okay if I start out, SK?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure. Don't mean to start out on a downer, but maybe the biggest story this week is legendary artist Adam Hughes has cancer. And he has confirmed this on his official website. He's canceling all upcoming appearances. It's colorectal cancer C3, I believe. And then what I read too, because his wife posted a very, very informative statement on his website, their oldest dog has cancer too. They found that out too. So just sending prayers and love out to Adam Hughes and his family, and just want, them to know that we're thinking of them and sending good, positive, healthy vibes their way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Tony, what's going on news-wise?
We got a sneak peek at the Clayface movie. If you
how is it?
Attended CinemaCon. I don't know. They won't give it to us yet, but few people that were there didn't spoil anything. They just kind of talked about the atmosphere that the movie is kind of putting off, and it is kind of a more, not Joker as in like the character Joker, but if you recall the Joaquin Phoenix first Joker movie, it was kind of dark. And I guess that's kind of what they're going for, kind of a body dysmorphia dark horror movie with hints at the Batman family in it. So it sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. I'm very interested in it. I don't think a lot of us saw a Clayface movie coming out before a Batman movie.
No.
But it's cool, I guess. But I'll see it. I'll watch it. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Bobby, is that something you're interested in seeing?
I would, I'd be interested in seeing it. Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. The scary horror type aspect to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, Tony, what else?
Excited for it. Good news. Creature Commandos Season 2 has been not only greenlit, it was greenlit a long time ago, but it's now being fast-tracked. And we have our first new casting. Sydney Chandler, who starred in Alien Earth, the big star for Alien Earth, is going to be cast as she's going to be voicing the immortal Nosferatu. Maybe a wife of the vampire. I don't know.
Bobby, did you watch season 1?
Which one?
Creature
Commandos?
Yes. Yeah,
Did you like
I dug it? Yeah, I dug it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I was very surprised at how I didn't think I was going to enjoy that, and I ended up loving the entire thing and wish that there were more episodes.
DC really kills it with the animation. Yeah, they just,
as they always do. They always
do. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know I was a G.I. Robot fan until I watched
it. Yeah, I kind of started. Yeah.
Cheers to the Tin Man.
Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, this guy, I don't know. I didn't know if this guy was going to show up tonight. I didn't know if this guy was even speaking to me anymore after what I did to this guy. Well, let me put it like this. After what I'm letting Shabab do to this guy. So let's just clear that up. I sent Shabab something that definitely is a trigger. So I'm glad he's here, though.
Yeah.
Okay, Tony, what else is going on news-wise?
That's all I really got. Just those two ones.
I've got, I like to talk about the upcoming facsimiles and stuff when they get announced in trade paperbacks, and I do have some details. Tony, if I say to you, I'm going to say one word to you, and you tell me what comic book comes to mind when I say this word, okay?
Wonder Woman.
Ready? You ready? No. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Shoecase.
Green Lantern.
Nope, Flash.
Oh, shoot.
Showcase 4 is coming out as a facsimile. Bobby, is this something that you're interested in?
Yeah. Well, I usually go if I can find it. I go for the blank. You know me.
Oh,
So
yeah, yes, exactly.
yeah,
So you can draw on it. And I do
yeah,
believe that there is a foil and a blank.
yeah,
Foil and blank available. This is being solicited for a release date on July 15th.
yeah.
But we're not done yet. There is, I was glad that this was chosen as a facsimile because I've always wondered about this comic book. Do either one of you know if this is a good story? Because the cover looks pretty good.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah.
It's a
Vaguely, but I
weird one.
remember it.
It's a wild one. Yeah, I remember it too. It was in like the best of the Batman. It was in a compilated story, but yeah, that cover was just awesome though. Yeah,
Yeah, the cover is awesome. Robin dies at dawn. I mean, I'm interested. I'm intrigued. And there's not even any yellow behind the bat symbol, so I'm even more intrigued.
hmm
So those have been announced. But wait, SK says I must have a Green Lantern comic book as a facsimile. Didn't you just say that, Tony?
I did.
I thought so. So let's show him which one he's getting. How about this one?
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
classic.
Yes. Let's see if there. Would you now, Tony? You're not a facsimile fan, but Bobby, you are, correct?
Yes.
Is it just for the blanks, or do you actually enjoy being able to get access to some of these stories?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I'm an FF guy, so I've been digging the early facsimiles of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've been putting them
But
out monthly.
I always like that cover. I don't have that one, but that's they call it the Tom Brady. With the rings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
keep waiting for the Marsha Brady.
You're gonna be waiting a while.
Yeah. Yeah. So Tony, there is a foil variant for this. Would you get it?
Oh,
Nope. Sorry.
Really?
I know that green might pop in the foil.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
yeah.
It would, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Just facsimiles, they're great and all. Don't get me wrong. I have this regular comic. Like, I don't no reason to get a facsimile.
Okay. Fair enough.
I have 2 facsimiles in my entire collection. I have 2.
What are they?
Fawcett City or no, Shazam.
Oh,
#1.
the Wiz comics, yeah.
Yeah, Wiz Comics and I don't remember Wiz Comics, and there's another Shazam copy.
Okay. So one Batman facsimile is not enough in a month. So here is another one that they're going to be giving us. This is one that I'm not as familiar with. How about you guys?
No.
No, I don't recall that cover. No.
Yeah, it's one you don't see a whole lot. It's issue 127.
Oh, that's
You dare-
Thor. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Thor.
it's Thor. The DC
Yeah.
Thor. So this one's coming out as a facsimile. What do we got? A foil variant and a blank sketch, and we're looking at July 1st for this.
Nice.
Yeah. So let's see what else we have. I know I got big facsimile news in a minute. So, they're doing the monthly facsimiles of JLA Avengers. So that will be coming. Well, I guess it's time to share the big facsimile news. And this is one that we've already talked about was going to be released as a facsimile, but we got big details to go with it now. So we have previously mentioned that Justice League of America issue 200 is getting a facsimile. Cool. It's a beautiful George Perez wraparound cover, the original team versus some of the later members. But guess what we found out? Here's the big news. It's going to be treasury sized.
Wow.
You weren't lying. Big news.
Yes, literally.
Wow.
And there is going to be a foil variant. There's going to be the regular, a foil variant, and then there's going to be a Toy Otter variant cover with Black Canary. And this is what that's going to look like. And it's going to be treasury sized.
I love
Wow.
those toy covers because they're so unique.
And they look so good.
They look
Yeah.
real. They look super real.
So, Bobby, what do you think about this?
Yeah, man. Well, the Treasury Edition size, that'd be awesome. That my copy of JLA 200 is signed by the man George Perez, so it's very yeah. I love that book. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that'll just be awesome. Yeah.
July 22nd for this release. I'm getting all 3 copies. I'm getting regular, I'm getting foil, I'm getting Black Canary.
The foil will look awesome. Yeah.
Yes. And for anyone that's never read this story, it is quite a story.
Yeah.
It's really good. So
It's got some awesome artists, different artists in there. Yeah.
Yes, like each chapter is done by a different artist. So, and you get some legends. So, hello, Seeking Superman, Mr. Glenn. Hope that you're doing well. I did notice that Tony got a hello and Bobby got a hello. I did notice that. Just saying. So, one thing though, the Justice League 75 facsimile where Black Canary joins the team. The FOC on that, incidentally, is tomorrow. But I was surprised they didn't put that Toy Otter variant for that cover, since that's more of a Black Canary focused issue than 200 is. But it's still cool nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I have for news.
Did we lose him? Is it just me now?
Is it just you? I see Tony is frozen. Bobby, do you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, Tony, you're frozen.
All right.
Yes, I think Tony is frozen and the rest of us are good. So
They're coming back.
Yeah, yeah. There you
a little bit. You're frozen in the new place now. Okay. Oh, a little bit. Yep, there you are.
There you go. There you go.
You're good. Who's on the internet at your house, SK? Well, Bobby, apparently SK is having some testicle difficulties.
Man.
So, in the meantime, what you been up to?
Oh, man, just doing what I do, you know what I'm saying? I was on Comic Book Church earlier with Bleecker Street and the church family. We're talking about comics and doing like we do, yeah.
Nice.
There he is.
No, was it me or was it you guys?
No, it was you.
It was me? All right.
Yeah, it was you this time.
It was you the whole time.
Usually it's me, but this time it was you.
That's why I was because I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure.
Okay. So, Tony, if you don't mind pulling up the assist, Bobby, we're going to start with the Legion of Superheroes story that you picked out for us tonight. Tell us why you picked this story as one of your 3, because tonight it's 3 of your favorites, right?
Yeah. This was Legion of Superheroes. I don't remember the volume, but number 13. But it's just it's an awesome story, awesome artwork. I want to tell everybody, this one here is signed. I got to show off, Tony. Yeah. I wanted to show off my autographs, you know what I'm saying? The Tony, the signature king. I'm kind of a signature jester, you know what I'm saying? I was doing it back in the day. The only way I knew how. And this is the artwork. This is signed by Mr. Steve Lytle. And Steve was the artist on this book. Oh, wow. And he was a Kansas City artist. He was one of the first comic book creators that I met at a con. And it was a small con, but it blew my mind that he was from Kansas City and that he was so cool. And he signed everything. We kind of became friends. Every con that I would go to, I knew he would be there. So I would, I'd look for it. And I have his books, and he did a lot of DC stuff. He did work on Legion, and he did stuff on for Marvel Comics Presents and X-Men Classic, but. He just became a good friend, yeah. And unfortunately, he passed away in 2000. And so, but I always mention him when I can, and because he was a friend, and I loved him, loved his artwork, and this, like I said, he did the art on the cover of the book, and I love where Timberwolf is just all, savagely going off and fighting. And I love this way this guy's like turning, like breaking the fourth wall, and he's like looking for help, looking the other way. And all these aliens are just, he's ripping into them. And so, it's just a great cover. by a great artist. So yeah, that's the reason I picked this one.
Awesome. Well, I agree with you. Good cover, good artist. And I'll get us started with tonight's retro review. So we start out, we have the Legionnaire Block, who's auditioning some new potential recruits to the Legion of Superheroes. And they're excited to be there, but honestly, they're like, can't you let us in to meet some of the Legion? And he's like, hey, everyone's going to get their own turn. They're going to get a fair opportunity. And one of them says, I think that you guys are a little biased. You can go to the next page, Tony. And he's like, it only seems like humans are the ones to get in. And he's like, no, everyone's going to get a fair shot. So at this point, Block is delivered with a message globe, and he gets this message, and he's given this token as well. And he's saying that Timberwolf either right now is extremely wealthy or dead, and neither state is terribly difficult to manage. So you're like, okay, what exactly is going on? And that's what we find out on the next page. So is it Lethal, I believe, is the name of the planet. It's the only inhabited planet in this G-Ware system, colonized 73 years ago under the United Planets Freedom of Behavioral Act. And this is not a place that you really want to go. So some new people to the planet have landed there, and they're really learning that you start out as slaves and you have to earn your right not to be a slave in this planet, and you have to be strong and you have to be tough. So Timberwolf is one of them, and he's accompanied by a gentleman as well that both have ties, and they're fulfilling a prophecy here. Which Legionnaire was it, Bobby, that had passed away? Was it Karate Kid? It's Karate Kid's last request. Yeah, that they're going on. So Karate, they're fulfilling this final request.
Well, that's his sensei, his teacher, yeah.
Yeah, sensei is his teacher. Thank you for mentioning that. So they're learning the lay of the land, and they're seeing how people are being treated. And instantly, as they start to get pushed around, they're showing dominance from the beginning that, hey, we're strong, we're tough, you can't fight with us. So, and the guards actually take notice of this and are a little bit impressed with it. You see Timberwolf joining the fight as well. And everyone else from that ship is ordered to go one way, and the other two, Timberwolf and Sensei, have been said, there's something with these two. Let's keep them separated. So now we cut back to the Legion headquarters on Earth, and the Legionnaires are enjoying some downtime. They're playing a little bit of modernized in the future versions of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, it is. And they're talking, and Shrinking Violet's there flirting a little bit too. And elsewhere in the Legion headquarters, there's a message from Timberwolf. That's what was handed at the beginning in that disc, and to Block. And he's saying, look, this is where I'm at. I've gone to this planet to fulfill Karate Kid's last request. It's lethal. I need to get this done, but I'm also going to need help from you guys too. So if you could send a crew to be standing by for me to be able to get out of there, it kind of would have been appreciated. So they wonder a little bit why he did this without telling them in advance, instead of just going and then making sure the message gets sent. And they start to figure out, who's going to go. So we cut back to Blythel at this immigration center. As I said, these two, Sensei and Timberwolf, have been left out. And they are kind of told, if you want to survive on a world, you need to listen. We have our own ways here, hard ways, ways that separate the leaders from the followers. And life was run for the wolves, not for the sheep. To earn a place among us, strength is not enough. I have to show your soul belongs here as well. And they take them into this area, and they say, the men that you're going to meet shall judge all who are strong enough to go before them. And the role they assign you is the one that will play out for all of your days on this world until you die. So this is pretty big. And they meet these three gentlemen, Stegus, Gorax, and Mig. And it's time to actually get them into their very first challenge. and they look down and they see that big sea urchin that you see there, and they're like, oh. So they start to battle that both together, Timberwolf and Sensei, and it's being noted that they actually fight really well, and even look at how the old one moves. That's true grace. And we cut over now to the richest individual on the planet Earth. And this looks like it's part of like a subplot that's running through some other issues that will be brought to the forefront in a future issue, where she is being notified here of the arrival at the Metroplis office, completed survey of the new Earth president, who has some interest with a rival of this rich person on Earth who just is taking notes of it. So that's what's happened. Next page as well, you see, even with the cat there, that she's learning, they're learning of this thing. Like I said, it's pretty much a future plot that's going to get pulled, because this is about all we're getting in this portion of the issue. So now we cut back to Lethal. The battle is going, and finally, Timberwolf looks right in the eye of this sea urchin and gets its attention and just tells it to scat. And it works. That's all he needed to do to get rid of this sea urchin. So, what do you know?
Go on,
Yeah, it worked. So they start thinking, well, are they worthy to join us? They definitely got a point.
Hit it in the nose of the newspaper.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they have done. So Mig says, I'll take charge of these other ones, of these two, for their next test, and transports them. And they talk about how they're not in the most moral of places as they're traveling through. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to learn a little bit about this guy that's escorting them through. And they're getting a little bits and pieces of information, but not a whole lot. And then finally, he wants to challenge Sensi. And Timberwolf's like, yeah, go at it. Give him a fight. So, and Timberwolf is kind of impressed with that kid taking on Sensi. And he says, no wonder Karate Kid's dad trained here. Even with my strength, I don't know how long I could last against one of these nuts. So we have seen our crew that's going to try to be there to free them if they can. It includes Mon-El. And they are... Witch. Yep.
Invisible kid.
Yep. Yeah. So they're standing by. They're transporting themselves, approaching Lethal to be standing by. So going on in Lethal is the two have stopped fighting right now, and since he's like, it's a pity you've chosen to make your life here because you have so much. And he's like, and it's a pity that you've chosen to make it here as well. And one goes not, and the other goes exactly. And it's a boom, boom knockout. And Sensei says, we're taking this kid with us. And he's like, really? And he's like, Timberwolf's like, the kid grew up on a planet where you get to be a boss by beating people's heads in, and you want to take him home? He's like, I'm all for stray pets, but this is going to be awful hard one to train. So they're aware now that they got Legionnaire help, and they're ready to try to get out. But as they go through this portal, they're not exactly in the quietest of spots, as they notice. And all of a sudden, they're starting to get surrounded. And there's going to be a big battle that's going on. And on the next page, you'll see that the battle has started. And even though that they are really outnumbered, both Timberwolf and Sensei are holding their own and keeping up with what's going through. So the battle continues into the next page as well. You can see, if you haven't figured this out already, that Timberwolf is kind of like the DC version of Wolverine. He's kind of their version of it. And even Wolverine wore a costume similar to that very briefly in X-Men. So, and Timberwolf realizes why Karate Kid hated this place, not just for what it did to his father, but for him to be in it. And he's looking for a specific spot, the most sacred spot in Lethal, to the madman who lived there. He's also wondered several times in this issue if him going isn't punishment, Karate Kid's way of trying to punish him. But he's found this spot and this island of stones that's supposed to be harder than anything, and only a sick planet could pick this to be the greatest temple, imagine worshipping the barren emptiness. So Sensei is still holding him off while Timberwolf has gone to the spot for some specific reason. So he gets to this spot, and he's like, now if I didn't manage to lose the hollow globe, maybe someone out there will be able to save our lives. Alarm is in my flight ring, don't fail me now. And he calls for Sensei, and he sees that they're after him, and he really threatens him. He says, stay away from him before I get really mad. This planet is the sickest, weirdest place I've ever been, and you've ruined the father of my best friend, and if you're going to hurt somebody else, go hurt yourself. And he starts to wonder what blazes is going on with his hands, and he just starts to disappear. So there we realize that Mon-El and the rest of the crew have saved him. But what exactly was going on is what you're going to figure out on this page. What was the purpose of this mission, except for to fulfill Karate Kid's last request? And that was a last favor where Karate Kid, this is Timberwolf talking, Karate Kid asked me to try to fulfill an old legend he once heard about, Lethal. It seems the natives prided themselves on being hard and unyielding as their sacred stones. Rocks so tough nothing could grow there, for if anything did, they would grow soft and crumble. So I risked my skin to plant a little seed that starts to grow. I loved it.
Yeah,
I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah.
You guys have any thoughts on that story?
It all starts with a little seed, man. Yeah.
Yes, and it all makes sense. You know, as I'm reading this, I'm kind of like, is this just an excuse issue just to have pow, bam, you know? But you see the real reason behind it. And I love that you don't have to see anything more except for it grew and it's going to change all of them. That's what you need to know, and that's the perfect way to end the story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you were saying, though, he's got that Wolverine, those colors. There was that issue, yeah, because it was the Shi'ar Empire was like the version of the Legion of the Superheroes, and yeah, and they had a character that was very similar, and Wolverine put on his suit, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow, Bobby? Tell us why you picked this one.
Boom! Oh, it's just it's a great story. Yeah, it's a. Alan Moore, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I haven't met him, but it was the last Superman story before John Byrne came that took over. But I was lucky to meet early in my collecting state. I met Curt, Swan, Murphy Anderson, and Julie Schwartz, you know, the legends that did a lot of the Superman stuff, and I was smart enough to have him sign that book. Yeah, the one the previous one, but it's like a 2-part story. This is the first part, and this is the second part. But yeah, it's an awesome story. Yeah, it's a little sad, but yeah, it's a great one. Yeah.
All right, well, take it away, Signature King.
Yeah, so this is the second half of that story. So we're missing a lot of these callbacks and references, and we're not getting the first half of it. We're getting the end of it. So, FYI to those who might have been just as lost as I was at some points, but just go with it, and everything will be great. So here we start off with I thought it was a really unique way to start off a story with an interview. And that was Lois, or not, Lana, I'm sorry. Was it Lois or Lana? I can't remember. I think it was Lana. Lana Lang. But yeah, she's giving this interview about what happened. And here's what we start with what happened. We have this really awesome splash page, by the way. Whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow? Superman blasting something. So it kicked off here, and remember, this is the last part of the story, so we're just getting the ending. Here we have Lex Luthor with something strange on his head, and it turns out that it's Brainiac. And this green guy over here is Kryptonite Man. I thought that was really funny. Like, of course, there's going to be a Kryptonite Man. But yeah, the Brainiac skull ship is now Brainiac's skull helmet. That makes it kind of neat, I guess. But he's controlling Lex Luthor in every possible way. But he is also being boosted by Lex Luthor's intellect. And he's meeting up with some Legion members, and he's talking about, there's a line here I thought was really funny. The only thing that Brainiac can envision is wrapping his hands around Superman's throat. I was like, geez, is this for kids? Like, why would he say that? Okay, sure. But yeah, they're coming up with a plan to how to capture Superman. So they have this big bubble here around the Fortress of Solitude, and all the Justice League is there, Wonder Woman, Superwoman, Batman, and Robin, which I gotta say, so we have Wonder Woman, Superwoman, and Shazam can't break through the bubble. What's Robin and Batman gonna do? You know what I mean? They're literally just punching it, Batman and Robin, and everyone else is doing superpowers on this thing. So it's like throwing rocks at a tank. It was really funny, but yeah, Kryptonite Man has Krypto. The Krypto's involved, but anyway, we cut to Superman, and he's got like this. I don't know, looks like an Oscar, but I found this a little strange. So he's up with he's meeting up with Perry White, and they're having this kind of moment, and where Superman is kind of confiding in him that he's kind of scared because he knows that I don't know how to explain this. So Superman knows that his time is kind of up, that he's dying, he's gonna die or whatever, and there's a lot of life left in him, that a lot of things he wanted to see, and he kind of feels awful because he's gonna die, and Lois wasted all this time with him, and she could have been off with someone else. But anyway, so here comes with some more funny stuff that they didn't mean to be funny. So we cut to Jimmy Olsen here, and he's with who is this again? Lana. He's over here with Lana, and she's gonna dip into this pool, and then she's gonna come out with like Superwoman powers, and she just starts to strip right in front of Jimmy Olsen, which I thought was really funny. So she said, "Turn your head while I take a quick dip," and she dips into this pool, and she's gonna come out. She said she's gonna have all her senses are gonna be stronger. She's gonna have like impenetrable skin, X-ray vision, all that good stuff. We cut back to Superman, and he does say, it's Lois. I love her so much, but it time's up for me. I gotta say the wings on Perry are kind of awesome. It looks. I don't think I've ever seen a panel of Perry White without a cigar in his hand. So A+ to DC with consistency. So everyone's getting dressed. Even I got to laugh here at this little costume they stuck poor Jimmy Olsen in. Like, that thing's atrocious. Just really bad.
I believe those are like old throwbacks, from some old action comic stories from way back in the day. I know that, Jimmy Olsen has been that elongated lad, that's been in some stories.
Is that what that says? I can't quite make out what it says on his chest. I do see the lad part, but I can't see the rest of it.
So he's like stretching. He's got like stretchy powers. Yeah.
What makes it really funny, if you think about it, every superhero has a symbol on the chest. It says his name. That way there's like, oh, who's that again? Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we cut back to the skull ship, and everyone's kind of ganging up on Kryptonite Man. And, Lois is here. Lana's here, and they actually knock out.
She kills him. Yeah. She
takes care of him, and
Yeah,
they
took
actually get
care.
the helmet off. I might be skipping a little head here, but yeah. They get the helmet off, and there's a nuclear strike. Like this Brainiac ship skull helmet thing has like planted like these nuclear bomb or whatever as like an insurance policy. But um, I don't know. There's a nuclear explosion. I thought this was really weird. And all it did really to this safe place that Superman was in was put a little tiny hole in it that it gave Perry White and Alice a minor inconvenience, a nuclear weapon. But okay, whatever. I'll go with it. But we cut back to Kryptonite Man, and here comes Krypto, and we have this really cool
he don't look
fight
happy
scene here. But
Yeah, he's mad as heck.
keep in mind that Krypto is also vulnerable to kryptonite, and here we have the entire Kryptonite Man. So as he lay out and dying, Krypto
Very
kind of
sad. Yeah, both of them went down. Yeah,
they took each other out.
battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Superman and Lois are trying to get out, and here they have I forget the name of these guys. They didn't even say it in this story, so I'm not sure who they are without reading the first part. So we have these guys that are trying to stop Superman.
Is that the Superman Revenge Squad?
They're like the Evil Legion.
I'm not sure who they are.
I believe so. Yeah. They're from the future.
Chad, help us out, Chad. Maybe they know. But yeah, they try to stop Superman. Superman's able to get away, and I think Lex Luthor is dead, but he's still like controlled by the helmet.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like Lex Luthor is dead. It's just
Scary.
the helmet. And here we see the helmet come off, and then Brainiac falls over dead too. Everybody's dying in the story.
Yeah, no, it is crazy. Yeah.
So Superman and Lex Luthor are dead, and Superman still has this little golden statue thing here. And Art of the Legion of Supervillains. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So Superman's like, all the villains are here except one. And he starts naming them all, and then he finds out that it's Mr. Mxyzptlk. It's the only one not here, and then poof, here he shows up, which I thought was really interesting. I did not see that coming. So Mr.
Very twisted. Yeah, he's very twisted looking. Yeah, kind of scary, Mr. Mxyzptlk. Yeah,
he spent. I was reading some backstory, and I guess what they were trying to do with him is that he's corrupted by wherever he came from, because he didn't go back to his other universe. He actually went somewhere else, and it like tormented him. So now he's coming back, and you can see it in his eyes and his face. Like he does not look the same. And in fact, he can turn into like some kind of goblin looking thing. He changed into something. I don't know what you would call it, but he says, "How do I really look?" And then he starts chasing Superman, and he's growing, and he's gonna kill everybody. And then Superman kind of realizes, like, this is it. Like, this is where this is gonna take me. Superman is, I guess, going to send him into the Phantom Zone of the fifth dimension, if I read that right. But there's also a gold kryptonite sample storage chamber where Superman has to go into, and I guess that's where he's going to die, and that's what happens. He goes in there to die, and then we find out here later on that Shazam and Superwoman actually ripped the vault door open, and it was empty. He was gone. So Superman walked into this vault made of golden kryptonite and disappeared. And then we cut back here to the interview, and this part I thought was really interesting. Like, I'm not sure what they're implying here, but Lana's husband comes in with Jonathan, and the interview's all wrapped up, and we see this baby here. It's picking up a lump of coal, and it turns it into a diamond.
That's what I call clean, beautiful coal. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then, okay, like the story should have ended right here. In my opinion, the story should have ended. They add a completely unnecessary part. Lasso, did you see the story?
No, I mean, I've read it. I didn't have a chance to reread it before tonight.
Okay. Do you have any idea what's happening? There's only 2 panels left.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
Okay. So, and I'm going to zoom in because it's really stupid and is totally irrelevant to the story. So here we have Jonathan Kent making a diamond. Or not Jonathan Kent. Jonathan whatever. Jonathan Lang, I think. I don't know. But anyway, he's turning stuff into to diamonds. And we hear the husband say, "What's for dinner?" So Lana replies, "Pizza." After that, Jonathan's quiet. I thought maybe we lie in bed with a bottle of wine. And after that, I figured we just live happily ever after. And she says, "How does that sound?" And her husband's like, "That sounds great." So we have this last panel here where in the background, she's taking off her clothes.
Wow.
He's closing the door.
I think they're having spaghetti and stirring the sauce.
They're going to have spaghetti instead of pizza. But
Stir
I want
the
to point
sauce.
out, they are leaving that child unattended. Unattended.
But he can't turn coal into diamonds, so I think he's gonna be all right. Yeah,
it's the principle of it. So, like, the story should have just ended 2 panels before, right? These 2 last ones are like, "Hey, kids, guess what we're about to do?"
With that little wink at the end, kind of like.
Yeah, and he's closing the door.
Yeah.
Oh, so stupid. I love it.
Company super loving. He said, "Yeah,
Yeah. So, thoughts about this story?
yeah."
I
It
gotta
was
check out
dark.
part 1, to be honest with you. I got to check it out.
Yeah, you gotta check out part 1. But it was interesting, and it was I don't know, historically speaking, because that's where Superman ended the run, and then John Byrne started with the new storyline of Superman with a whole different he was a whole different thing and stuff. Yeah.
So there was this brief period in DC Comics history after Crisis, but before the reboot, when there were some characters that still were the pre-Crisis version interacting with characters that were the post-Crisis version, until like things got caught up. Like Batman fell into that too, even hanging out with the outsiders and stuff too. And this is the final Superman one of that. So yeah.
Pre-Crisis,
Yeah. Before we get into the final book and ask Bobby about it, we've had some great people join us in the chat that I want to say hi to. So let's start out with the Art of Alan show. Alan is here, and he wants a Brainiac skull ship that doesn't suck. Sheena's here, Melanin Manga. Hey, how are you, my friend? Good to see you.
Love you, Sheena.
Yes, Sad Vision, Sleepy Reader 666 is here with some Bobby love like we have as well. The Art Chemist has joined us. We hope that you've had a fantastic weekend as well. Kenneth Bird is here. Hi, Kenneth. Hope you're doing great. And also getting ready for his D&D tonight is John's Comics with Friends. So thank you, John, for popping in and saying hi to us. Certainly do appreciate that. So, Bobby, tell us about this final story that you're going to feature on the Retro Review and why you picked it.
Oh, Superman, Man of Steel. Yeah, happy Superman Day, y'all. This is part of a bigger story, too, the Emperor Joker tie-ins. And this is towards the end of it. This is close to the end, and the art by Doug Mankhe. And this is the comic that I'm in. Yeah, in case you didn't know. Yeah, this is my origin story, whatever, my first appearance, in a comic.
First appearance, yes.
Yeah. I'm right here on page 9. Yeah. Well, we'll get to it. I'll show you, but yeah. Boom. But that's the reason I picked it. Yeah. Superman, Man of Steel, number 105. Okay. And the Joker, he. It's like I said, it's part of this bigger story, and the Joker, he acquires Mr. Mxyzptlk's powers from the 5th dimension. He takes them from him, and he just loses his mind. He's already crazy, but now he's got the powers of Mxyzptlk. It reminded me of a story from when Batman and the Hulk crossed over, and and the Joker got the power of the Dream Maker, and he had these ultimate powers too. Of course, they wrapped it up in one Treasury Edition comic. This one went over several comics, and yeah. But like I said, this is, I'm in it, so it's a big deal, and yeah, I'm happy to share it with you guys. Yeah.
Let's share it, and then when we get done, I want to hear the story and how you got in it. So, but take it away first, okay?
Yeah, man. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, Superman, Man of Steel, number 105, written by Mark Schultz, art by Doug Mankhe, and inks by Tom Nugent. Yeah, I met them all at KC Comic-Con. Yeah, lucky. Yeah, but it starts off where the Joker has Mxyzptlk's powers, and he turned the Superman family into the animals, into the super pets. Yeah, Superman's Krypto, and Henry Steele is the horse. Supergirl is Streaky the cat, and Superboy is the monkey. Yeah, Super Monkey. Yeah, and then we have Jimmy Olsen. He's shoveling the poops. He's shoveling the animal poops. I think they got him dressed up in that the same costume he had in the last comic. Yeah, elongated.
Oh yeah, okay.
Lad. Yeah, and this is just some awesome artwork of Doug Mankhe. Yeah, Joker's. He's really on one. Yeah, because he can do anything that he can think of. He's just going off the deep end. Yeah, and he's unaliving Batman and then bringing him back to life. And he's just running amok. He's got, if you see him there, yeah, he's got Lois Lane as his girl there, and Lex Luthor is that clown on the side. And like I said, the super pets are all twisted versions of their former selves. Yeah. And he's just really on one. Yeah, he's Enigma. He's got the Joker, but the Riddler as one of his sidemen. And Jimmy Olsen drops the fire hydrant on Krypto, on Superman. Boom, torturing animals. And Joker said, that's something that I just don't find funny. I don't like when people torture animals. So he gets a little upset. And he has these, I don't know, these other characters come out and stomp on Jimmy, yeah, for doing that, yeah. And he's just laughing, having a good time. Like I said, that art, the Joker, that, those teeth, and Harley Quinn, and yeah, it's just yeah. His eyes rolling back in his head. He's just, yeah. There's the Riddler is with the goatee, and yeah, he's part of the court there. Yeah, he's helping the Joker think up things. So yeah, the Joker, he decides he's gonna make a TV show. He's gonna create a TV show out of nothingness, yeah, and torture Superman, and he's got Batman there. Kind of reminds me of Clockwork Orange, where his eyes are all like forced open, and he's having to watch this. So yeah, here it goes. This is all this black and white, this TV show, and if you see, it has like Superman as he's switched, where he's like Bruce Wayne, where like he's going down the alleyway, crime alley, with his parents, and they're walking along, and all of a sudden a couple of muggers come up and they start to mug them. And so, yeah, Superman, he's bulletproof, so no problem. But the bullets, they fire and they ricochet off of him. They bounce around and they still can't kill his parents. And so, yeah, that, he couldn't save him. So he's upset. And like I said, like there's Batman with his eyes forced open, and then like Joker's just having a good old time. Yeah, that must have been page 8, because here's page 9. There's me right there, and I'm up in the upper left-hand corner there. Yeah, my name's on the back of my shirt. Part of my name's on the back of the shirt. I'm looking at the TV through through like a display, like I'm on the street and I'm watching the show through the screen there. Yeah, but that's me. I believe that's my son and my baby's mama there on the side. Yeah, but that's me without my mask. Yeah, and all my glory. That's my comic debut. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. And yeah, and so Superman's in there on the TV screen, and him and John Henry, they're like working out. They're doing a comic book strip on the Justice League, but they're like a twisted version. Yeah. And so he's like Kryptonite man, yeah. And he's going through all these different things. This is all on this program, and it's just torturing him. You know, he doesn't understand what's going on. And like, yeah, the Joker's just having a fun time, just enjoying the show. Batman can't believe it, and yeah. It continues on. Yeah, he goes back and he loses control. Yeah. And yeah, he kills this hamburger guy.
Like you do.
Yeah, like you have to do. Yeah. It's just total madness. Yeah, the Joker just torturing. That's all he's doing. Yeah, just torturing him every which way he can. And oh yeah, Superman finds himself on another plane, and he believes he's come across the Spectre, and he's trying to reason with him, and then it comes to find out that yeah, it's not actually the Spectre, it's the Joker. He's still in control of this too, and he's assumed the role of the Spectre. So yeah, he's controlling everything. Yeah. Superman just can't find a way out.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
A Joker Spectre. That's crazy.
Yeah. He's on a whole nother.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole nother level.
Different level. Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, then this is where he comes down, but Lois gets hurt here. Yeah, and that's when he just loses it, and yeah. He just loses it, and he swears to him that, you know, you're not gonna. Yeah, this is where. Yeah. Lois he kills Lois. I mean, her neck got snapped. He tried to get out of there, and that's when he loses it, and he just realizes that, you know, no matter what, Joker, I'm getting out of this, and I'm coming for you, and yeah, and then Joker just relishes in it that he's torturing him. And in this one, yeah, that he's got Wonder Woman like a housewife, and the Justice League, yeah, they're all messed it up. Yeah, that he's got the Flash, he's overeaten. Aquaman can't go in the water, and he's a fish head, and he's got all twisted versions of them that the Joker had done this to him. Yeah. So but they at the end they snap out of it, and they're figuring out what they're gonna do, and that's the way it ends. Yeah, but I love the way Mankhe draws Wonder Woman. I love his Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Yes. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
We got a couple questions here, and before I get to the big one, do you know, did Batmite have Mxyzptlk powers?
They're like similar, from the same dimension. Yeah, but he's like a Batman. Yeah. He's like a Batman Mxyzptlk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then the biggest question I have: how did you get in that comic book, my friend?
Yeah, it was back in the day, back in 2000. Planet Comic-Con is the one we have in Kansas City, and he came through, and we just hit it off. You know, like I said, I go to these cons, and you know, you meet people, and you know, it's just, I don't know what it was. We just hit it off. We became friends. You know, he's been coming back through town. He has some family that are around the Kansas City area, so he comes to this con, and then he goes visits his family on the way out. So I've met him several times, but we had, I've told a lot of comic creators, I like to be in a comic. You know what I mean? I was told them I wanted to be in a comic, and and they're always, sure, whatever, fine. But he said he would. He told me he took some pictures of me, with his phone, and so I was like, cool, And so I kept looking every month. I'd go to my LCS, and I kept looking. And sure enough, boom, there I was. I bought 5 copies. I went up, like the cover of the Rolling Stones. I gave one to my mom and stuff. I was so happy. And man, and like I said, we talk to each other every year. He just came at this last Planet Comic Con, and back in 2000. You know what I mean? I asked him, would you put me in a comic? But he was also doing sketches too, and I said, well, can you draw me shaking Superman's hand? So yeah, he drew this one for me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at
I
that.
love that.
That was before I had the accident, before I had to wear the mask. Yeah, and I had hair and stuff back then. Yeah, but 2 Kansas boys. Yeah, Superman. He raised in Kansas. I'm in Kansas.
Yes.
Go Chiefs. Yeah, go Chiefs. Yeah. So yeah,
that's awesome. I'm so happy that. And actually, Seeking Superman was in the chat. I don't know if he's still in here or not, but he was earlier. He's been in a Superman comic book too.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that's cool. I love that.
Brother. Yeah. This last con, he came, I asked him, I bugged him, and I said, could you do a sketch for me? And this is the one, that he.
That's
cool. Yeah. Me with my mask on and my thing fist,
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, Doug Mankhe.
I like that. Yeah.
So
nice.
I'm trying to get in more comics, man. Like I said, that was 26 years ago, so I'm due, man. I'm ready for another one.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
We can't let you slip into public domain. So
yeah, right. We can't let Marvel take you.
No, not at all. So, anyone else want to say anything about the story that Bobby just reviewed before? Because I want to ask him something else that's a little slightly off topic.
Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, good story. Thank you for reviewing it. Good job tonight. So before we go into the book show and stuff too, Bobby, you've been going to these shows for a long time. And I mean, already tonight you've shown off some amazing signatures too from some creators and stuff. I guess I'm going to give you a 2-part question. Who are some of the creators that aren't with us anymore or don't attend shows anymore that you're so appreciative that you got the chance to meet? And who did you never get to meet that you wanted to?
That's a good one. Yeah. Well, right off the bat, like early in my comic collecting and my autograph collecting, when I started, I met 2 legends that were like, I started collecting in the mid 70s. So I grew up in the 80s and collecting all through there. But George Perez and John Byrne were like 2 of my favorites.
Mine
and they
too.
Came to town. Yeah, they were together. They came to town like twice. So I was, George Perez was always one of my favorites. I loved his art. Anything that he did, Marvel, he pretty much got me into DC. I like everything comics, but I was pretty much Marvel heavy. And I loved his Avengers and his FF. But then when he went to do Teen Titans, I noticed him over there. I was like, wow, this is cool. And I started collecting those. And then I wasn't a regular Wonder Woman guy, but when he started doing that one, I started picking it up, and it blew my mind, just the artwork in that. And so, those are 2 of the ones that I was lucky enough to meet. Because, you just think you're going to meet them. You just think they're always going to be here, and you're always going to be here, and you meet them and all that, see them again, but you never know. And Mr. John Byrne, I was lucky to meet him, because now they say maybe he's going to get back out and do some more here, signings and stuff, but they said he rarely goes out and signs. So that was big to meet him. But, if I could have met I would have loved to meet Jack Kirby. That would curl my toes. Yeah, and Sal Buscema. There's so many I could go on and on. The great ones that I didn't meet that I would love to meet. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever
Sam
meet Nick
Keith,
Cardy?
Who?
Nick
No,
Cardy?
no, I never did. No, that's one that I never met. I was thankful that so many great, like I didn't know what I was doing when I started. I didn't have no YouTube or none of this. My brother,
Yeah.
he was my brother Joe. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
He was an autograph hound, and we used to go get chief players. We used to drive, go out and meet sports guys, and he got into getting wrestlers' autographs, and so I would go out with him. It was cool, but when I got into meeting comic people, that was my thing. I was into comics, and so I was like, you can meet these creators, and you can shake their hand. They're human beings, and they're usually pretty cool. They're usually happy to meet you, and you're happy to meet them, and you create a moment. And if you're lucky, you know what I'm saying, yeah, you guys hit it off, and you make a friend. Yeah.
Autograph hound is much better than autograph horn dog.
So it's a thin line. It
is. So Tony, did you want to ask any questions about signatures or cons back in the day, or
No. Who is the greatest signature in your collection out of all of them? If your house is on fire, you're gonna go get one. Who you grab?
Man. Well, I'd grab one, but then I would turn around and go back in the house and just go down and
Okay, the first one you get. Who's the first signature you get?
Man, that's tough, man. I mean, right away I'd say Perez, but I mean, I got a Dave Cockrum, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. There's so many. Yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I agree. I don't think I could pick. I might have to call the Flash to help save them all. Jim Aparo, Phantom Book. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, Jim Aparo. Did you meet him?
No, I never got to meet him. No, unfortunately. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question for you, okay? Because back in the day, when no one else was doing this, he was doing this. And when I say this, I'm talking charging like a high price. Would you pay $50 or whatever it was to meet Neil or get Neil Adams' signature? Or is that too much money?
I think when he came through, he was charging $30 or something.
Which was still a lot, considering most people were free.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got a couple of his autographs. Yeah, and in fact, one time he went to my LCS and he was like, he'll do one free autograph, and then he was charging for other stuff. But I went and I got my one free one. I said, yeah. But I do, if I do artwork. You know what I mean. I draw and I do different things. And I used to make these Pez heads, and I would zombie them out, or I would do so. I give them to these creators. So I gave a zombied out Superman to Neil Adams. Yeah, and he was he was happy. He took it, and I had a Green Lantern and I gave him a choice, and he chose the Superman. And so yeah. So that's when they come through, I try to get in. Bobby DeLaGhetto, he don't have a lot of spending cash, so I try to get in where I fit, and I do little things, and I give him, this is a piece of artwork from me to you, and if that helps me get an autograph, fine. If not, then sometimes the magic works and sometimes it don't. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But like Stan Lee, he came through and he was charging $100, and that's pretty high for my blood, and then the line was a couple hours long, and so I waited, and I didn't wait in line, and I didn't get his autograph. They had like a booth that had stuff that was pre-signed, and they were selling stuff, but that kind of I was a little low on funds, and I didn't get his autograph, and I regret it now, you know what I mean? But and then I heard things too where it was later in his career, and I heard things too that the people that were handling him, like he was like, "Is this the last signature?" And they were like, "Yes, sir." But the line was super long, and he was
they would just lie to him. They just They did.
So I heard some bad things.
They were respectful to him.
Right. So I kind of chose
with elder abuse. One of his managers.
Yeah, there was some
charge
elder
crime
abuse
because of it.
Yeah. So I got to see him from afar. So I'm thankful for that I got to see him, but I didn't get to meet him and talk to him and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I never had the opportunity. I was supposed to, and he ended up canceling the event, and then he made it back my way like 20 years later, and it was towards the end of his life, and he was just so expensive again to it, and just it didn't work out financially for me at that time. So you can't win them all. So
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing some of those stories with us tonight, Bobby. It sounds
Appreciate
like you could write yourself a good a book about comic books.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you. That's what I'm saying. I got a lot of stories, and you know what I'm saying. I like to get them out there and talk about them, and saying in people that enjoy, hearing about this sort of stuff. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not done yet, because we're going to get into our book show and talk about our channels. Bobby, before we start doing our show and tell book show portion, do you have anything that you want to promote? Any other appearances or any content that you're planning or anything like that?
Yeah, I don't have my own show, but you can catch me. I'm always on here running around. I like entertaining and laughing it up, having a good time. Like I said, I'm usually on Sundays. I'm on the Church of Bleecker, hanging with those guys. And of course, John with X-Men Omni. We're always having fun and hanging out with those guys, Justin and John. And then I'm with the PCP crew, Blaine Fable. They do a show. He's coming back May 1st. And Brother Joe, he sings the opening song and dances at the end. Yeah, so nice. I plan to be on there this year. So hopefully you'll see me on there. Yeah, Blaine Fable. The absolute Blaine Fable. Yeah, now it's this year. It's absolute.
Oh yeah, absolute Blaine Fable. I love that. That is so good. I loved when he had Fable and His Amazing Friends. That was so great too. Yeah. That is cool. John, hang around because when it gets to my book show, I'm showing something. I'm just saying. Anyway, Bobby, share some stuff with us that's in your collection, okay?
Boom. Well, I got these here, man. Thanks to Clear. These are two sides. Comic Clear, man. I love that. Thanks to them and you, I can show this off. Yeah, this is a triple sign. I had him sign it on two different books. Walt Simonson, he signed it from one side to the other. Terry Austin and Chris Claremont. Yeah, they signed it right across there. Yeah.
Signature King, what do you think about doing something like that?
That's unique. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I haven't either. I thought it was really cool. He showed me
it is cool.
Before the show started, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, you ask them, man, and I like to get weird things signed, too, different things that they never seen. But yeah, I wanted to show off my Phil Jimenez, my Wonder Woman sketch set.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I used to have them. Have me shaking hands with this person or that person. But I was like, that was asking them to do a lot. So then I was like, can you have them like holding my skull? So if you can look, she's holding that little tiny skull. Yep. That is, she's holding my skull right there. Nice. Yeah. Phil Jimenez. Yeah. So. I could be here all day, man, showing stuff, but that's all, man. Yeah. Okay. One more. This is something I like to do too. Like I said, I do art, and this is where I do die cut. You know what I'm saying? This is the first one I did. This is like an homage to Nick Fury, where he's in space, and I did Joker. Yeah. See. Yeah, the die cut.
Oh, I love that. That is so cool.
So you can dress them up. Man, look at that. And then I had it signed by James Tinian. Yeah. Nice. That's my signature, the G with the diamond. But there's next to that is James Tinian. Yeah, I did 3 of these. I did one. This one was the first one that I did. I experimented. I liked it, and I had a couple of these, the Joker ones. So I did one like this, but he's like Prince. He's playing a guitar, like Let's Go Crazy. And then I did one like Joker #1, where he's like tearing the poster. And I gave that one to James Tinian. So somewhere, hopefully, he still got that. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is neat.
Thanks for sharing that with us. That's
I feel
great.
like I feel like I'm collaborating with
Sure. Sure, absolutely. Nice. Mr. Signature King, I hear subscribers are up.
Yeah. Only another 1,500. So
only
not too bad. I'm pushing 16,650 something. So I don't know. A lot. But we're talking signatures of Superman. So I don't get to show this often. I'll show it now. Superman Gallery. I'm sure you've seen this in dollar bins all across the nation. I did is, for those of you who don't know, every page is just some sort of Superman art.
Yeah.
And it's done by a different person, each one. So we have Joe Shuster and whatnot on this one. My cool little side project didn't start until we get to the first page here with Jerry Ordway and Tom Grummett right here.
Nice.
So there's Jerry Ordway. There's a Tom down there. Let's see. We have a very rare Mxyzptlk.
Oh,
nice.
That's nice.
Mxyzptlk.
Yeah.
Let's see who else we have. There's a couple of Jerry Ordways in here. Here we have Mr. Brett Breeding. There you go.
Yep. Dan Jurgens, is he? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that was a Jurgens on that one. Oh, yeah, there is a Dan Jurgens on here. Okay, yep, Dan Jurgens too.
Yeah.
I didn't get him to sign that one. I got to get him to sign that one for some reason. Oh, yeah, I'm missing a Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. This is my favorite one, Jerry Ordway.
That's cool.
Yeah, I never met him. That's nice. I'd like to get that signed. Yeah.
Jerry Ordway's one of my all-time favorites. Just because he did some really cool work on the Shazam runs that I like. There's a couple of people here I'll never get, like a Joe Shuster. Not without my time machine. But the next signature, there's a lot of people in here nobody will ever have because it's promo art from like the 1940s, early 50s. Here's a Bob McLeod and a Jerry Ordway.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, the power of Shazam covers are insane.
They are.
I agree. But I just thought this one was really cool. It's not signed. I just like the Kellogg's.
Yeah. Cereal. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Have you thought about taping some cornflakes to it?
Yeah, there you go. Here's one that's from Superman 400. Frank Steranko or Jim Steranko.
Yep.
Steranko.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, I gotta show you mine, man. I gotta show you mine now.
Coming up on the channel, I got an AOK from Mr. Magic Lasso, and here is my preview of it. Yeah, it's cryptic enough. And I had to go out of my way, in a good way. It gave me the excuse to get off my behind and get some frames. So there is a ton more editions that I have. One that's so big, I looked for a frame. I don't even know if they make it that big. I might have to do some sort of custom gig, which my wallet is not looking forward to. But there's some other extra goodies that I don't want to spoil. I really want to save them from the Magic Lasso. Yeah, right. Same thing with Alan. There's something special in there that
you got something from Alan.
He sent my way, and we definitely talk about it. But I don't want to spoil it. But we'll have to. You'll have to see when it drops. It's filmed. I'm doing some editing with it. I'm just kind of tweaking it. It's been a slow telework week, so
cool.
Whatever.
Cool.
But that's coming out maybe this weekend or next. So stay tuned.
I look forward to it. Bobby, there was a question that I want to jump back to. It was when you were showing your Joker, with the die cut on it. Alan asked, "Do you do both sides of the sketch cover?"
I have before. Yeah, I've done this particular one. No, but I've done. I do pop up stuff with them, and I've done die cuts. I've added stuff on. I've taken stuff out. I've tried different things, but I will do commissions. Yeah, I'm open to commissions. So if anybody hit me on my DM, I'm at Bobby DeLaGhetto 1. Yeah. And check out some of my art. I post up some of my art and books and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah.
Please do.
But I love that gallery, Tony. Yeah, man. I got a few autographs in mine. Yeah, and those Batman ones too. But I love getting several signatures in those. That's awesome. Yeah.
That is cool. Man. I do want to say hi to Ben Compton, who's watching. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Ben.
I have to do my book show and talk about my channel yet, so I'm going to take this opportunity to do so. We'll start with what's on the channel. So I have done so much Supergirl content for Supergirl Day 2026, and the summer of Supergirl is upon us. Of course, last weekend we did Wonder Woman versus Supergirl in the retro review. And then on Monday, my back issue of the week short, Tony, 3.4K views. Can you believe that? I was so happy. But I do something in that back issue of the week short that I've never done in any other back issue of the week short. And maybe since it was so successful, I should keep doing that. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. Supergirl's in there for sure, but there's a surprise too. Something, like I said, I've never done. And then I did a Supergirl haul for my Lassoed Loot 280 video. That is, I completed my adventure comics that I needed with Supergirl as a headliner. So I'm sharing the final books that I needed for that. So now I have all of the Supergirl headliner and adventure comics, which was the first time she ever was a headliner. I have all of Supergirl Volume 1. I have all of Superman Family, which Supergirl Volume 1 phased into, and I have all of Supergirl Volume 2 in my collection. So wow. I got me a lot of Supergirl.
Yeah.
I did a Supergirl random pull as a short yesterday, which did pretty good for me. I had JLA versus Avengers issue 21 with John's Comics with Friends. That is archived on the live stream. We're back monthly doing our JLA Avengers show. So all of that is currently on the channel. What's coming on the channel? Tomorrow is a back issue of the week. So I have a birthday coming up. As a matter of fact, my birthday is a week from today. So I will be with my Signature King next week on my birthday here on the show.
Nice.
I don't know how he's going to get that cake to me, but that's his problem to worry about. He's got a week.
Just smash it right into the camera.
It's smash cake. And so I like to do for my back issue of the week, something that is birthday related kind of. And I'm doing a book that was a happy birthday to me from me present a couple years ago that I bought myself. So I'm going to share that tomorrow.
Nice.
Lassoed Loot 281 dropping on Tuesday is going to be an all Wonder Woman haul. So that's coming as well. And there's some AOKs included in there. I love that Glenn. He's going to answer to make sure that the JLA gets that credit. So that's what's coming to the channel. Now I finally get to my book show, and I've got two things I want to show tonight. The first thing...
Ooh.
I'm not saying... I don't know how I got this, because it's kind of... It's kind of not out yet. It's kind of coming out on Wednesday.
It fall off a truck.
Yeah, it just fell. It fell off a truck in front of my place, and I scooped it up to enjoy it.
Hey, right place.
It got right through the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Fuck you, be damned.
Yeah. So I am going to say one thing spoiler free about this: the main story, the Spider-Man Superman story, is one of the what I thought was one of the best crossovers they've done in any of them yet.
Wow. Who did that cover? Is it Art Adams?
This is Russell Dauterman.
Okay.
Dauterman, yeah. And he's got a story in there with Jane Foster as Thor and Wonder Woman. So,
wow.
Make sure to pick up your copy regardless of whatever cover you choose. Pick up your copy on Wednesday. I think comic stores will sell out fast on this because it's a good book.
Mm-hmm. I'm digging them. I like Marvel crossovers. Yeah, Marvel DC crossovers. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and now
Like
for the big thing. This was my warm up. This is my warm up.
mm-mm.
Now that I've got you warmed up, my opening act introduces the headliner.
I know
Does
that
this
one.
look familiar, Bobby?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's me
This
trying
is
to do my best
custom
Perez. Yeah.
commission, yeah, from Bobby on a Wonder Woman Volume 2, Number 1 blank sketch facsimile. And I love this.
Yeah.
This is I'm not kidding when I tell you I keep this. I have a fireproof like drawer that comics fit in, and this is one that is kept in there.
Yeah,
So
thanks, man.
congratulations on making the elite cut.
Oh, I'm fireproof, baby.
Yes. But not love proof, because I love it. So thank you so much. And as Bobby was talking about his commissions and stuff, here's an example for you. It's not the only one I have. I actually have a Marvel one too, that I won from Omni X-Men, so which is a wraparound. So, and it's not a Marvel show, but it is on my channel. There's a video that I show it on my channel too, if you haven't seen it. So, well, Gordon, my birthday is next week. Surely you can round up enough friends within a week to take care of one of those for me. Thank you for coming in too. We appreciate it. So, but yeah, so here we are. Thank you so much, Bobby. I do want to add too that if you want to share a book show at home, be an at-home book shower, share a cover with us on Instagram, use the hashtag Fanboys Live and the Retro Review. Bobby, you've just been a fantastic guest, and you've always been a fantastic friend. So you put the two together, and we just have a great time. I hope you'll come back and be on the show again with us.
Definitely, man. Definitely love being here.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Have a happy Superman Day weekend and rest of the year. Let's keep it going, man. Yeah.
That's right.
Truth and justice for everybody.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, next week, like I said, my birthday, not taking it off, spending time with my friends. Our guest next week, who is it, Signature King?
I have no idea.
He is telling the truth because he honestly does not know. I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to give you the location of our guest, and I bet you'll know who it is. Okay?
Okay.
Brazil.
All right. I
you know
know
who
exactly
it is?
who it is now. Yeah.
It is Andre from Brazil is going to join us here. He's the only one that's ever been in the Magic Lasso studio. He's sat like right here.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I sat there
yeah.
and he sat there. So he's going to join us from Brazil next week. I don't know what he's picked yet because I'm letting him pick, even though it's my birthday. I'll just veto it if I don't like it. So. And we'll hope that you'll join us for that. You've been watching the greatest DC comic show on YouTube, Fanboys Live and the Retro Review. Have a happy, healthy, and safe week. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, everyone in our live chat. And if you watched in the rewind, thank you as well. Good night.